Okay, so thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And I saw the movie yesterday, and it looks like you had a lot of fun making it. What scene did you enjoy doing the most?
This may sound kind of funny, but the scene I actually enjoyed the most was the scene where we were on that ride. The cranium shaker in the movie, it's actually called The Revelation, despite the fact that during that day, I was like, I'm not going on this thing. I refuse to. It pays off when you actually see it, because it looks really funny. Like, when I was seeing that, I was like, I really looked like that during that? Like, I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
What did they do? Did they just attach the camera to the roller coaster and put you on it?
They put, like, this little brace thing in front of it. They attached the cameras, like, facing us like this. They had, like, three. They had one for his close-ups, one for both of us, one for my close-up, and then we went on the ride.
It looks like you had a lot of fun. How about you?
Well, I mean, obviously I love that scene. I enjoy every scene because I had a special memory, while filming. And, if I had to pick one that in the movie was great, was the country club scene. I mean, that was fun. I mean, I got to play tennis sometimes. I actually had to learn tennis for the scene because I hadn't played it before. And that's really hard. It's harder than you think it is. But anyways, I got to ride a golf cart. That was cool. Not that I hadn't before. I remember my mom said that she could see the golf cart tipping while I was driving it. I was with the third AD and she was like, ah! But yeah, just a warning, don't go in a car with me unless I'm like 20-something, because I'm still a driver in progress. I'm working on it. But anyways, yeah, I got to have smoothies too. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, fruit smoothies. I have the recipe, but anyways, that was really fun.
It looks fun. I remember the tennis bit and I was thinking, ow, that looks really painful.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, that was fun.
How long did it take to complete the whole movie?
Well, every single movie, 45 days of filming, but in all, it's like, we spend on each movie 3 months in Vancouver. That's where we filmed it, Vancouver, Canada. And, I'm not sure, adding on all the editing time and everything, but it does take a while. I remember just watching the first movie, and it's just incredible to see that I filmed all that, but nobody knows how long it really takes. We spend maybe an hour to two just on one scene, or, a whole day. It really varies on what type of scene it is. But, it's fascinating how they put it all together and it looks so real. Because, when we do reshoots sometimes, it's as if one time you're filming a scene and when you have to add stuff to it, it's like a totally, maybe 3 months or so later. And it looks like it fits in totally to the movie. It's really cool. Movie magic. Yeah.
So, are you still in touch with all the other actors? Do you get to still hang out?
Yes. Me and Zach both have PlayStation 3s, and the actor who played Fregley, Grayson Russell, he has a PlayStation 3, so I always play Call of Duty together back in the day.
A remake of the movie. Always on your game.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them move in. I mean, some of them, because we live so far away from each other. We all try to talk on the phone and stuff, but thankfully I'm in California. I mean, Devin Voss, who plays Roderick, is there, and Peyton List, who plays Holly Hills, is there, so I can hang out with them. But Robert, I always take him on the iPad with me, and I'm like, hey Robert, say hi to everyone.
Yeah, I live in Rhode Island. I'm the opposite end of the U.S. So.
Oh, I was thinking about it. Was this film the easiest one to make? Because I guess the first one you had to kind of act like you'd been friends for a long time, and then this one, I guess you are genuinely close now. So
yeah, I guess if you put it that way, in that terms, this probably was, in terms of friendship-wise, the easiest one. Because with the first one, it's like, hey buddy, how are you doing? Where it's like, I just met you an hour ago.
You know what? Yeah. I've got to say, I mean, when I first met, every single one of the cast members, including Robert, I felt like I somewhat had a connection with each one. Like I'd met them in a past life, or when I was a baby or something. But anyways, not that I would remember that, but I guess we all really had so much in common that it was easy for us to bond. I mean, we all enjoyed similar activities like swimming, going to the movies, bowling, and it really helped, towards bonding-wise throughout the film.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, out of the three, which one was your favourite out of the first few?
Ooh, for me, it would probably be the first one, just nostalgia-wise, just because that was my first experience as being the lead role in a big movie. So for me, I learned a lot. I got a ton of brand new friends. That's probably the first one for me, just for the experience of it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because on each film you learn something new and you really have different experiences. And I really had so much fun. Man, I'm just getting all emotional. But, I really miss it. I mean, it was so much fun. I just, it's so weird looking back, some behind the scenes on the first and second films and just seeing, wow, I don't even remember that, and that's me. And, I'm so glad that we're all still friends. I mean, obviously it's not the same, when you're in Vancouver filming these movies, but I really couldn't choose one because I just had so much fun on every single one. The experiences were so unique in their own way, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, the first one was probably best in terms of remembering the first time I met this person, the first time I did this kind of thing. The second one is probably more fun because you know these people and you probably have more fun with them on set because you've already bonded. With the third one, it's even another version of that. It's even more fun.
I wish I remembered it more. So I could just pick and choose.
Oh, so I'm guessing you're pretty sad right now that the franchise is finished.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
not
don't
necessarily.
know, not necessarily,
Oh, really?
but we're getting kind of old, so we don't really know at this point whether we keep going or not.
What was kind of sad is that a couple of days ago, that's the time that we usually go to Vancouver. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, right around this time, like Zach said, every year for the past 3 years, we arrived in Vancouver right around this time. We stayed for 3 months.
Yeah.
But Robert's with me now, so that's good.
Yeah.
So, last question. What are your plans for the future? I know you're doing Frank and Weenie, right?
Yes. I mean, Frank and Weenie, which is coming out October 5th, and I was also in animated Tarzan movie, which actually filmed in Germany. It was the kind of animation that was motion capture, when they put all the dots on you, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm doing more acting. When I grow up, I definitely want to continue being in the film business. Maybe even directing or writing. I'd like to also explore that kind of thing.
That sounds great.
Yeah, there's a lot of different jobs in the film industry, so it's really interesting what you want to do. I want to be all around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm going to do, but I know I want to stay in the film industry. I would love to go to film school. I definitely want to go to college and study film. I just know. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that you want to do for the rest of your life. I mean, there's so much more to learn. About the film industry that I don't know yet, or I have no idea about it. Just on these films, I've learned, different things. That's why each experience is so unique. I mean, on the first one, I learned, different ways of acting and how to, really perfect my craft. And the second movie, I learned, somewhat how to direct and, different, styles of directing. And on the third one, I learned, camera angles and different lighting techniques. And, it's pretty cool. There's just so much that goes into the film industry, to make a great film. And I've got to say, it's all about time. I mean, if you really want a movie to turn out good, not necessarily about time, but, you have to really know that you want to work hard for it to become, great. And I really think that these films have, all our hard work is paid off. They're incredible. I mean, I look back at them and I think, if I was a regular kid going to see these movies, I would really enjoy them. They're just something that everyone can relate to.
Yeah, absolutely. My brother, he's 13, and he was like, oh my God, everybody loves that movie in our school. So,
That's cool.
But yeah, no, thank you ever so much, guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Nice talking to you too. Thank you.
Thanks.